Phil's a man. He's a man.
Phil Jackson, you know?
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He's a professor.
Phil's the man.
He's a mad scientist. The guy is full of knowledge and wisdom.
When he talks, you listen.
He knows the game of basketball.
His presence is strong.
He's Phil Jackson.
He walks into a locker room, everybody sort of just sits up a little different.
I stand up whenever I see him, shake his hand, firm.
Everybody's antennas are pointing, knowing that he's in the room, that, hey, you need to be on your A game.
Every time you step on the court, whether you see him or not, you feel his presence.
I kind of look at it like, you know, you take one of your best artists and everybody's trying to imitate what the artist is, but you have the artist sitting on the sideline.
Growing up watching him, I've always admired him. It's a respect factor for somebody that you know can put you in the right direction of where you want to get to.
I'm blessed to be able to be a part of a situation where I can learn from a basketball genius.
Phil Jackson's triangle offense is often cited as what led to both the Chicago Bulls getting 6 championships and Kobe and Shaq getting 5. But Phil Jackson offered more than just X's and O's on a chalkboard.
What's your relationship till today? I mean, you guys won 5
It's like a father figure.
Really?
Yeah, it feels like a father figure, man.
How was it taking coaching from an alpha and you're an alpha? And was there a progression of you finally understanding him or him understanding you? What did that look like, the relation between you and Phil?
No, at first it was rocky, but I didn't understand. And with Phil and his genius, his responsibility was to get the team to a place to win titles. It wasn't to look out for this player. It was to get the collective whole to win a championship.
Phil Jackson understood each player on his team had a unique quality and knew how to utilize them to their fullest potential.
Texas winner would yell to Michael, "There's no I in me in team." And Michael would say, "Yeah, but it is in win." And that's the funniest. That right there is the best line, and I could imagine MJ saying that. But you were able to get this kid to become better than he already was. How do you do that?
The initial conversation I had with MJ was, you've been averaging 37, 38 points a game. You've been winning MVP awards, but you're not getting there. And I don't think anybody that won a scoring championship has also won an NBA championship, and that's the most important thing, right? Right. So we established that. And then I said, so I want you to realize you're not going to be getting as many touches or taking as many shots. He said, 32 points a game, I can do that and still win the scoring title. That would be no problem for me. I'd take 5 points off my average or whatever, you know. I said, well, that's only 3 or 4 shots, isn't it? Well, he said maybe it's 5 or 6. But anyway, the idea that I brought to him was the spotlight's always on you. And so what happens, you get against a good team like Detroit, and that spotlight's on you. You have the ball. The ball's the spotlight. And as soon as you put it down on the floor, they have 3 guys that collapse on you. You're not going to get there. So we have to use you as a decoy at certain times in the game where people will go with you and other people will have easier shots. And you have to trust your teammates to be able to make them better. And you'll be able to do that. And he bought into it.
Famously, Dennis Rodman was traded to the Bulls because he was believed to be uncoachable. But Phil Jackson figured him out.
It's all good. It's all good. No, we want to know the real you.
Everybody knew the real me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, but once I went to Chicago, Phil Jackson was more like my father, brother, someone that I really depend on as far as like someone cared about me. And Phil Jackson did a great job of just handling me in the way a lot of other coaches couldn't have.
Jackson exemplified and taught humility and utilized his team by empowering his teammates to be their best selves. He created a system of understanding that made his expectations clear. Unlike Coach Doug Collins, the game didn't revolve around MJ. It revolved around whoever had the ball, and whoever had the ball was the most important player on the court in that moment.
We did have two great players, Pippen and Jordan. We had a leadership that was in many different forms. Bill Cartwright was a guy who wasn't physically as capable as he was as a young player, but he could get around to all the guys and talk to them. Scottie Pippen became a really good leader. He had 11 siblings. The team was like his family, part of this collective whole.
So what lessons can we take from Phil Jackson's transformation of the Chicago Bulls and his repeated success with Los Angeles Lakers?